Europe, the land of breathtaking landscapes, rich history, and unforgettable adventures. Millions of tourists flock here every year to experience its charm. But for some, their dream vacation turned into a nightmare. Why? Because they ended up behind bars. Today, we're uncovering the shocking reasons why these tourists were arrested in Europe. Trust me, you won't believe what they did. Let's start in Rome, Italy, the city of ancient ruins and timeless beauty. In 2023, 2 American tourists were arrested at the Colosseum. Why? They decided to carve their initials into the 2,000-year-old structure. That's right, they thought it would be a great idea to leave their mark on one of the world's most iconic landmarks. Authorities caught them red-handed, and they now face hefty fines and possible jail time. Lesson learned: don't mess with history. Next, we head to Paris, France, the city of love. But for one couple, romance took a dangerous turn. In 2022, a pair of tourists decided to climb the Eiffel Tower after hours. They bypassed security, scaled the structure, and made it all the way to the top. While it might sound like a daring adventure, it's also highly illegal. They were arrested for trespassing and endangering public safety. Turns out, the City of Light isn't so forgiving after dark. And now let's travel to the stunning island of Santorini, Greece. Known for its whitewashed buildings and crystal-clear waters, it's a paradise for travelers. But one tourist took paradise a little too literally. In 2021, a visitor was arrested for stealing sand and pebbles from the island's famous red beach. Yes, you heard that right. Sand. It's considered a protected natural resource, and taking it is a serious offense. The tourist was fined thousands of euros and had to return the stolen goods. Moral of the story? Leave only footprints, take only photos. Amsterdam is famous for its liberal policies, but that doesn't mean anything goes. In 2020, a group of tourists was arrested for causing a riot in the red light district. They thought it would be funny to play loud music, harass locals, and climb on top of cars. The police didn't find it amusing. They were charged with public disturbance and spent the night in jail. Remember, even in a city known for its freedom, respect is key. Prague, Czech Republic, is a city straight out of a fairy tale. But one tourist story is more of a cautionary tale. In 2019, a visitor was arrested for flying a drone near the Charles Bridge without a permit. Drones are heavily regulated in Europe, especially near historic sites. The tourist faced a fine and had his drone confiscated. So, if you're planning to capture that perfect aerial shot, make sure you're following the rules. Finally, we head to the Swiss Alps, a dream destination for hikers and nature lovers. Picture this: snow-capped peaks, pristine trails, and the kind of views that take your breath away. But one tourist learnt the hard way that even nature has its limits. In 2023, a hiker decided to ignore multiple warnings and venture into a restricted area. Why? He wanted the perfect Instagram shot. But his quest for likes turned into a disaster when he triggered an avalanche. Not only did he put himself in danger, but he also endangered rescue teams who had to risk their lives to save him. The operation cost thousands of dollars, and he was slapped with a massive fine. Authorities didn't mince words. The mountains are not a playground, so if you're planning to hike in the Alps, always respect local guidelines. They're there for a reason. But the surprises don't stop there. Let's head to Barcelona, Spain, a city known for its vibrant culture and stunning architecture. In 2021, a group of tourists was arrested for trying to sneak into the Sagrada Familia. Naked, that's right, they thought it would be a hilarious prank to streak through one of the most sacred sites in the world. Security quickly intervened, and the group was charged with public indecency and disturbing the peace. While they may have thought it was a harmless joke, the locals and authorities didn't see it that way. Remember, what's funny to you might be deeply disrespectful to others. Now let's talk about Oktoberfest in Munich, Germany, the world's largest beer festival. It's a time for celebration, laughter, and, of course, beer. But in 2022, one tourist took the festivities too far. After one too many steins, he decided to climb onto a beer tent and attempt a backflip. Spoiler alert, it didn't end well. He fell, injured himself, and caused significant damage to the tent. Police arrested him for public intoxication and property damage. Oktoberfest is all about having fun, but it's important to know your limits and stay safe. And next, we travel to Venice, Italy, the city of canals and gondolas. In 2020, a tourist was arrested for taking a midnight swim in the Grand Canal. Sounds harmless, right? Well, not when you consider that the canal is a busy waterway filled with boats and gondolas. The swimmer not only disrupted traffic, but also put himself at risk of being hit by a boat. Police fished him out and charged him with endangering public safety. So, if you're in Venice, stick to admiring the canals from the sidelines. Or better yet, take a gondola ride like everyone else. Last but not least, let's visit London, England, home to the iconic Buckingham Palace and its stoic guards. In 2019, a tourist thought it would be funny to mimic the guards' famous march. But when he got too close and tried to touch one of the guards, he was quickly detained. The guards are not just for show, they're real soldiers with a serious job. The tourist was charged with trespassing and disrupting official duties. So if you're in London, admire the guards from a distance. They're not part of the theme park. Europe is a magical place full of history, culture, and unforgettable experiences. But as these stories show, it's important to remember that every country has its laws and customs. What might seem like a harmless prank or a small mistake can land you in serious trouble. So before you pack your bags, do your research, respect the culture, and stay out of trouble. After all, the only souvenirs you want to bring home are photos and memories, not a criminal record.